Christian Calgary transit bus driver threatens to quit. In Canada, the Calgary Pride Week ended on September 7th. Prior to that, one of the city's bus drivers, Jesse Rao, said he would quit his job if he was forced to drive one of the buses assigned to the event and decorated in rainbow colors. What was his excuse? He explained that as a Christian he could not support homosexuality. It seems that the man didn't make his threat lightly. He said, "I have a family to support and I'm very concerned about losing the job, but when it goes against the most important things that I stand for, or if I'm asked to compromise in such a big way for what I believe to be right, then I have to lose my job." According to Rao's pastor, Arthur Pawlowski, the bus company instructed the driver to keep quiet about the matter, and presumably he did just that rather than lose his job. There has since been no further development of the controversy. No true Nova Scotian. Sean Benito is a preacher in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Beginning 3 years ago, he launched into a legal battle with the Halifax Regional School Board over his determination to hand out graphic and explicit religious tracts to the children in his son's school. The long story short, Benito said they rejected the distribution of religious literature. He continued, "The reality was they said, we don't want you to hand out any religious literature on school grounds at any time." The school accommodates roughly 800 students from grade primary to grade 9 and is in a culturally diverse neighborhood of which 25% of the students are Muslim. Benito explained, "We objected to that, of course. We said it's against our Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms." However, a judge with the Court of Appeals who heard Benito's latest argument sided with the school board, writing that Mr. Benito's message is that non-Christians will burn in a sea of flames for eternity. The board's witnesses held the view that elementary students, especially non-Christians, hearing this on the steps, would entertain an unsettling distraction from their classwork. That view, said the judge, makes perfect sense to me. Pedophile? A big word from such a little kid. In 2003, Max Rojas was a 15-year-old boy attending his Catholic parish, St. Mary's Church, in Plainfield, New Jersey. That was the year he entered a confessional and told the Reverend Manuel Gallo Espinosa that he was confused about his sexuality. According to Rojas, the man of God told him, "Don't worry, this is what God wants." Soon after, according to Rojas, the priest attacked and raped him in the church rectory. He reported the incident to the police, and when Espinosa got wind of the trouble he was in, he fled for his home nation of Ecuador. Earlier this year, Rojas, who is now in his late 20s, filed a lawsuit against the Archdiocese of New York as he cannot get justice otherwise. Meanwhile, Espinosa has come forward to tell a very different, though not particularly more sympathetic to him, version of the story. According to Espinosa, the boy came to the church to seduce the older priest. Says Espinosa about himself, he does not consider himself a pedophile person. The priest claims that the encounter with the boy was a one-time thing and that it happened because he couldn't handle American beer, and that he has since quit the priesthood and committed within himself never to harm another young person. Although he also couches his culpability by noting, quote, "Really, an Ecuador person at 15 years old is not considered so innocent."